within itself and with other global economies. By mid-December, the tripartite agreement between COMESA, SADC, and the East African Community will become reality, and a free trade area covering 26 countries, which is half of the membership of the African Union and 58% of the continent's GDP, will be born. But how will Kenya benefit from the new treaty? Adelaide Changole breaks it down for us.
It is the deal that will change the face of Africa. The signing of the tripartite agreement between the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, the Southern African Development Community, SADC, and the East African Community, EAC. The deal will establish a free trade area within the three regions, opening up a market of 615 million people with a combined economic worth of $1.2 trillion.
The welfare effects would be positive for all of Africa, and it would go up for all of Africa by about $10 billion US.
According to research by the Center for Global Trade Analysis at the Purdue University, Kenya will scoop the biggest welfare gains in the East African region with a 0.8% stake or $89 million in welfare gains for its citizens. But the biggest beneficiary by far will be Egypt, which will take up more than 52% of the welfare gains or $5.57 billion. Economies such as Zimbabwe will see their industrial output jump by a whopping 243%, a move that will lift their GDPs by as much as 18.5%. But Kenya will not enjoy the same benefit. The country's perennially inefficient manufacturing sector, driven by high power, land, and labor costs, is likely to come under pressure as more efficient markets such as Egypt make their presence felt.
If you look at the GDP contribution of, say, the manufacturing sector or these sectors that are uncompetitive, their share contribution to GDP will shrink. And that's why we see from the report that the contribution in terms of value addition to GDP for Kenya is actually a negative.
According to the Institute of Economic Affairs, the country will recoup the gains in the long term by having better placed, more competitive and more efficient industries.
It will certainly result in more efficient economic sectors and in more efficient allocation of economic resources.
But the agreement will put a damper on the country's hopes of becoming an industrialized nation by 2030 as companies follow the example of Eveready and Cadbury and head out to more competitive economies in the region.
We are competing for location with many other countries, and there are some people who are doing a better job of ensuring that their location is more attractive.
The COMESA EAC SADC Free Trade Area will be launched by the Tripartite Summit of Heads of State and Government slated for December. The ultimate goal of the treaty is to achieve a single customs union and work towards attainment of the African Economic Community. Adelaide Changole, KTN Business.